Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to my life, Real Talk with your girl, Lady D. I'm gonna see if I can stay on at least a little hour, guys, because I'm going to make sure that I come on tonight. See if my friend is going to come on and join me, Logical Speak. But guys, this right here, this is too much. When I say too much, this right here is too much. And we're going to see. Well, I'm going to see if I can go ahead and comb through it. I'm going to try, to get through it. But guys, man, this is a lot. I'm going to go ahead and call Tasha K. Tasha K is a fierce woman. I'm going to call her the GOAT because she knows exactly how to pull it out. And I truly believe, like I said there and say, I tell you guys all the time, this is the year of exposing. Let me see if I can go ahead and drop the link to my girl because, child, it's been raining all day, as we say down here in the South, cats and dogs. And I got time today. I have time today. And also, I'm going to do another live. See if we can come on around about 8 o'clock or whenever Tasha K get finished with our interview. Because, like I said, honey, I'm on speed dial. I'm ready to go ahead and watch this right here. So I'm trying to see if my girl is going to come on Logical Speak because this right here, this is too much. And guys, like I said, sometimes you got to laugh, to keep from crying because you never win when you play dirty.
So
Hey,
sometimes you got to laugh, keep
my
from
girl,
quiet
she
because
gonna
you
get that
never know
mic
when you play
together. Trust
dirty.
me.
So sometimes you got to laugh, keep from quiet.
Get that mic together. Get that mic together, Logical. Guys, I don't know what's going on with my little podcast, the little sound things. I have to make sure that I go ahead and fix it right because for some reason it's not coming on. But guys, like I said, welcome to Real Talk with your girl, Lady D, unapologetic and non-biased in here. Like I said, we stand on your truth. It's still not together. It's still not together. We gonna get it together, trust me. You still having mic problems. Lodge. Yeah, we just waiting until she get it together. Let me go ahead and put it on mute. Okay, say something. Okay, she's trying to get. Sorry about that, guys. We having technical difficulty, but we're gonna get through this right here because, like I said, you never win when you play dirty, and when you dig one ditch, you better make sure you dig another one for yourself. So,
And when you dig
trying to
one,
get the mic together. Sorry about that, guys. She's getting the mic together. But as I was saying, you never win when you play dirty. And when you start digging ditches, like I said, you better dig one for yourself. And I knew all this was coming. I know all this was going to come out because I was wondering, why Martell, a lot of people always gravitate to him. And the reason why, because they know what you guys failed to see. So let me see. I'm gonna let Logic up again, see if she gonna get the mic together.
fail to see. So let me see. I'm gonna let Logic
You,
up again, see if she's gonna get the mic together.
you, you still have a feedback.
Let Logic up again, see if she's gonna get the mic together.
So I'm just waiting for Logical, guys. But like I say, this right here to me is a sad day. But the devil does not play fair. One thing that I do know, the devil does not play fair. And when you try to sit there and become God, get yourself behind the wheel, then you tie God's hands up. And God cannot sit there and help you out when you sitting there. You want to take initiative, everything on yourself, and like I said, I don't know what's going to happen tonight, but I know one thing: I'm going to be smack dab in the middle of it because Martell already had dropped something on Instagram saying that men cry in silence, and a lot of people were saying that, well, why he come out now? Why he's coming out now? Maybe he coming out right now because he's sick and tired of all the stuff that is happening. That was the last straw. When you sitting there trying to put a black man in jail, make it make sense. And your hands is dirty. Okay, you got it? I don't hear any feedback.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, everything is good. Everything is good. How are you guys doing? How you doing, Lodge?
I am
great. How are you today?
Doing great, doing great. I knew this day was going to come because, like I told you guys many times, this is the year of 2024 where the Most High God is ripping sheets off of these wolves in sheep clothing. Anytime when you sitting there, you trying to build yourself up while tearing somebody else down, God don't bless no mess, okay?
Absolutely. I agree 100%.
Yes, indeed. Girl, but what you think about all this right here? Tasha K about to go ahead and she's going to drop some receipts and it's talking about the mess, well, DV and I mean all types of stuff. I think that uh Martell maybe was sitting there recording everything, just waiting for that day.
Yeah, I think so too. Remember, was that in the reunion part 3 or 2 when she said, that's why I beat your ASS that time? Which part
Yes.
was that?
What I think about it?
I think she was getting prepared because she knew
Thank you. Thank
she was
you.
going to be posting or having this interview with Tasha K, posting
Yes.
her being, being violent to him.
Absolutely.
That's why she was trying to get ahead of it. She knew it was,
Absolutely.
yep,
Absolutely. I was saying the same thing. I said that the reason why she came out like that because what she was trying to do is cover her tracks
yep,
because she knows sooner or later her stuff was going to come out.
yep. She knew it. She knew he had those videos of her being violent to him. This is
Yes.
why she came out with it. I mean, that's really to appease her fans, which they don't care.
Yes, because they saying, "Oh, it's Photoshop." Well, we're going to tell the difference what's Photoshop.
No, and I remember another time when she threatened to bust him in the face on
Thank
camera.
you.
You know, but it's not for her fans. It's for his protection.
Yes.
He can take it to court now that she's pressed charges against him. I believe he will press charges against her.
Absolutely. And he have all the rights.
And if the old network is willing to fire him for being harassing her over the phone with those pictures, maybe they'll be willing to fire her if he's got proof that she was violent to him.
Absolutely.
That's what I believe. It's
Absolutely. And the thing about it is that I should have went ahead and played those clips. I'm gonna go ahead and get it together
uh-huh.
because I have the clips where Melody she had came out and said that Martell never put his hands on her.
I did see that. I saw that.
And I'm sure that if Melody had any proof, especially now that Martell ever put his hands on her, she would have been showed that.
She would have said it by now.
Yes, those clips would have been leaked.
Right.
And a lot of people are saying, well, why Martell is coming out right now? Because Martell was saying, he's a man. And,
Right.
sometimes men, they cry in silence, just like he
Absolutely.
said. And he know to him, because a man does not look at all this like women look at it. And he
Right.
said, we here making money and, a little drama, I could go ahead and brush it off. You understand?
Right. But
But
now,
when you putting a law involved in it and you trying to assassinate my character, all bets are off.
absolutely, absolutely, and that's what her fans don't understand. They talk about why now because she's pressed charges on
Absolutely.
him. Yeah, it's about time. And I'm like you. I understand because a man don't want to come out and say that some woman has been violent to them. It's that ego. But now he got to put all of that aside and show everything.
And I'm pretty sure he most likely got that house cammed up like my son. He probably have cameras all through that house. And
Yeah,
every time when she was acting a butt, he probably say, "Want me to tell you something? I'm going to save this because I know one day I'm going to need it. And today is the day."
yeah, absolutely. He probably has some video cameras, probably in the living room and bedroom that she didn't know about.
That's it. That's it.
Because
And I was go
I,
ahead, go ahead. I don't want to cut you off.
I do believe she was violent with him multiple
Yes,
times. He was trying to protect himself. Just in case he needed it, he got it on camera.
absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Do you have Tasha K the PSA that she had dropped on Instagram?
No, I don't.
Okay, well, let me go ahead and read it in case the ones that have no idea of what we are talking about, because I thought you had it, because I was gonna tell you just go ahead and read it, you know.
Okay. No, I don't.
So let me see if I can go ahead and pull it up, because I did pull it up, because it got some people that they do not follow this. They have no idea of what's going on. And like I said, guys, we are not gloating. We are not gloating over this, but one thing that we do know, you never win when you play dirty. But
Awesome.
this right here is what Tasha K went ahead and she had dropped on her Instagram page. She said, PSA Winos update: due to the graphic nature of the receipt that hashtag Martell Holtz provide us to support his truth in our interview. And she said it is graphic. You see, tonight we will release two versions of his interview, and on Friday, a third version with emails and texts. The version tonight on YouTube will feature his story with blur visuals of alleged graphic videos of domestic DV. You heard me?
I see it. I see it.
Occurrence doing by his ex-wife, hashtag Melody Holtz, which is prohibited on YouTube and on TashaKLive.com. You will see those graphic videos in full and unedited. Oh my God. Both shows will go live at 7 p.m. Eastern. So I'm Central. So I guess that's going to be 6 o'clock her time, right?
I think so.
Yes, tonight. Hashtag Martell Holt says he's done protecting his ex-wife. See you all tonight. And I don't blame him.
I don't blame him either. I don't blame him either. It's time, you know. And like I said, I don't think he's doing it. Well, I heard some of her fans saying today, he thinks that by posting Melly in the DV that he's going to get some of her fans. He's not interested in none of her fans.
No,
He's posted it so that people that support him can see what happened.
absolutely.
He's posted it so the network can see what happened. He don't care nothing about her fans. He don't want none of her fans.
Absolutely. And I think that Martell would have still kept that to himself if
Uh,
Melody wouldn't have never got the law involved in
yeah,
it.
I agree. I agree. He would have never put this out. But now it's time. Somebody, his lawyer probably told him, okay, now it's time to put it out.
Yes. And then these old silly bloggers came out and said that, oh, he can be arrested again for harassment by, talking. He say whatever he want to say. He say whatever he wants to say. This man is defending his family, his life, his
Yep,
brand. You guys done ripped him up enough. Enough is enough.
absolutely. Yep. He has the right to speak up for himself, even though they don't think so. But he does. He has a right to speak up for himself.
And
And
what I
so
don't
he
like,
has
Elijah, they
all the
keep saying,
courts. Huh?
what is, what I don't like is that they keep coming on, which I was arguing with one all day, which I say I'm not even going to argue with these people no more. I say what I say, and it is what it is. The truth does not need defending. But the thing about it is that they keep saying Martell lie. That's just the way to shut you up.
Yeah, that's all that
To
is.
shut him up. That's all that is.
They know he ain't lying about everything.
No.
Yeah. That must be on Instagram where they go back and forth.
Yes. Well,
I
you can.
have a
Yes.
I have an Instagram account.
You have one.
No, I don't.
Oh, okay.
I'm only
Well,
on.
this right here, this is a lot. And Tasha K, she already been in a lot of trouble. So I don't think that she's going to put something out and knowing that it can come back and bite her in the butt. I think now Tasha K have learned from her mistakes. She got every T crossed and every I dotted. So if she show any videos,
Right.
it better be the real thing.
Well, these are his videos. They're not hers. They're not
Yes.
by her. This is all from him.
Okay.
Well, she's giving him a platform to present the receipts that he has. So
Wow.
see how she could get in trouble for that. You know,
Wow.
these are his receipts, his videos. So I'm glad. I'm happy that he's finally going to prove that it wasn't just him. You know,
Mm-hmm.
the violence went both ways. You know.
Wow. And I'm pretty sure that, Tasha K is not as exaggerating. I truly believe that it's some graphic stuff that she's
Yeah,
going to show.
yeah, I agree.
And I want to see how after these millimeters, which they are overzealous and they drank the Kool-Aid, I want to see how they going to react if they see M- Melody acting a plum fool. I want to
Well,
see how they going to react on all that.
well, they have only been presenting one side of the story. Like,
Absolutely.
they have a side, and we both know. Anybody with common sense knows that there are two sides to every story.
Absolutely.
The only side that they have been willing to listen to, present, and abide by is her version.
That's it.
Like he didn't have a side, and that's crazy.
That's it.
There's a couple of different sides to every scenario. So now they'll get. That's why she said that on that stage at that reunion. That's why I beat your ass that time.
Mhm.
This was coming.
Yeah, because she knew it was coming. She already had gotten heads up.
So,
Most likely, they probably went ahead and warned. They'll give you the heads up.
yeah,
The detectives probably say we're going to go ahead and make an arrest, but most likely, I'm gonna say allegedly, Melody probably say, "Well, just wait after the reunion."
she knew
So, we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go and put out, yes, I did do it. I did hit him. And the thing about it is that someone on my page had comment and say that's good for him. Now, like I said, just like Martell said, if it's the other way around, then you guys, you will make a big deal out of it. Now, just because Melody went ahead and she put her hands on me is good. It don't work like that, not in a court of law.
Well, we have been wondering, both of us, you and I, what took her so long if this happened 2 years ago with this so-called videos of pictures that he sent her. What took her so long? So now we see. She knew
Hmm.
he had stuff on her.
Yes.
What took her so long to press charges?
I think she was pressured by her fans, because they kept talking about the revenge tape.
Right, that too. She showed took her time and I really didn't want to do it.
No, she didn't because she knew that her hands was dripping as well.
She knew her hands was dirty.
Yes, absolutely.
But her fans don't care, and I don't care that her fans don't care. But I want
That's
his
it.
version out, and I'm sure the own network will be concerned about his version of it. You know,
Yes. And they also need to play the clips as well. And that's why it was some kind of news outlet. I can't think what the name of the news reporter had contact own network because they want to hear, their side of what's going on with Martell, but no one had answered it.
oh wow,
But I really think that they all know. They all know every last person because when the minute when someone come on that show, they think that Melody is Martell is the one that turning everybody against Melody. But Martell, behind the scene, he probably showed them all them tapes, how violent and abusive she is.
okay, right. They probably all know.
They already know because you saw that face, the expression on Maurice's face, and
Uh-huh.
you
I can,
saw that
his eyes got
because
wide.
they knew what was going on.
They all know. But her fans don't know. Now her fans will get a chance to know.
That's it. And that's why I say they look from the outside in. They don't know the whole story. They only see what they show them, and that's only a snippet. They don't show you the real thing that is really going on.
Well, if he presses charges on her, which he can, because
Absolutely.
she waited and took her time to press charges against him, he could now, in return, press charges against her, using whatever he got, and they get a chance to see her get locked up. But,
Absolutely.
because it goes both ways. Women can be
That's it.
violent and be arrested for DV too.
Hmm.
So, yeah, I'm hoping he go all the way and
Wow.
press charges against her too.
Wow.
I'm absolutely hoping he goes all the way and press charges against her and have her locked up.
And the only thing when I saw this, was reading Tasha K saying she got videos and all types of receipts. The only thing that came out to me is the children. I was saying those kids went through pure hell in that house.
Yeah, Yeah.
And you know, if it was the other way around, and I'm going to say allegedly, it was the other way around, and those kids saw that stuff going on, they would have resent their dad. They wouldn't even want to be around their dad. Every time when they go around their dad, they would cry, right? But
Yeah.
those kids was just loving on their dad because they knew who was the well, you know, you can't say certain words, but who was the violent person that was, you know,
Yeah.
in that house. And I'm gonna say allegedly.
I agree. I believe the kids saw a lot, heard
Wow, they saw a lot.
not only him, they heard her be violent and verbally abusive to him.
That's
But
it.
both ways. And that's what her fans need to realize. When you know, you and I both been through it, married, disagreements, you know it comes from both sides. It's not no one sided deal. You know, I know I wasn't all that perfect either. And I created a lot of drama.
Of course.
So no, it's never one sided. I don't know what, and they know it. They know it because they've all had men, husbands, boyfriends. They know violence is never one sided. Rarely is it one sided. You know,
Mm-mm. It takes two.
when a couple get into it, they are both putting in the argument. They are both fighting each other.
That's it.
You know, she was her hands are not clean. Period.
That's it. And we always talked about that, but they couldn't see it. They
Yeah,
thought that we was just being a hater. We experienced all this stuff. All this stuff right here is nothing new to us.
right. Well, he never spoke up for himself until now.
Never.
You know,
And I think, just like I said, he would have stayed quiet if she would have never sat there and took it to that level.
he has taken all that abuse of her and
Wow.
friends and never spoke up for himself until now.
Wow.
Yeah, he held all of that in. But he has no reason to hold it in. And if the
That's
other
it.
network want to fire him for him sending her, every time I go live, my phone starts to ring.
But guys, like we say, you never when you play dirty. When you sitting there throwing rocks, you better make sure no brick don't come your way.
Absolutely. Because, you know,
Oh
it's a
my God.
boomerang. Ain't nobody perfect.
No.
Nobody's perfect. She's not perfect. She wasn't perfect in the marriage, and neither was it. I believe they
But
were both cheating.
but I think that they was trying to put Mel on that pedestal
Yeah, they were.
because it was all about, you know, they was getting a few crumbs out of it, you know?
Yeah.
So I
And
think that's the reason why they was fighting so hard for Mel.
right. They after those little crumbs they get.
Yes. Because they was fighting hard. But like I said, guys, you just got to be careful. You know, how you go out there, you know, putting your mouth on people because there's power in that tongue. And every
Absolutely.
time when you sitting there and you throwing out those words in the atmosphere, it got to come back. Those
Absolutely.
seeds, like I say, today is going to, well, tonight, around about 7 o'clock, going to be harvest time. It's
Yeah,
going to be harvest time. You
that's
going to reap what you sow.
absolutely. You know, if he go down, he taking her down with him. Yep. He gonna prove and show his proof that she was as violent with him or more than he
Hmm.
ever was. And I think we talked about this when she made that statement that she beat his, you know,
Yes.
and he did not, as big as he is, he did not beat her back. She didn't say, "Oh, he turned around and beat me up." He
Hmm.
allowed her to beat him, which makes him
Wow.
more of a man to me that she has given him credit for. Because some
Yes.
men, you put your hands on them, they gonna put their hands on you.
And and like I said, you know, I'm not gloating over it, but I want to see it come out because I'm so sick of these women on come on social media and
Yep.
you know want to sell their soul on this reality show, and in order for them to come up they got to tear down the black man. So
Well,
it's time for the man to sit there and speak up.
well, we
And
both
I'm
know,
a woman and I'm saying that, you know.
why they are doing that. Because they get their subs and their clicks off of dog and him in
That's it.
support of her. You know, that's the reason
Yes.
why a lot of them are doing it. They know her hands are not clean. They are not stupid.
That's it.
They've seen the things that she's done. They see her picking at him. They see her arguing back with him, starting arguments with him. But that's not what's generating them the subs.
That's
They're
it.
doing it because they're making money off of it. The people that's
Wow.
telling the truth, like you and a few others, I can count them on one hand. They don't get no subs.
No, not at all.
It's the ones that speak dirty, mean, nasty in support of her. They get the so-called sub. That's the reason why they're doing it.
Yep, I might get one or two. But like I said, I still can sleep at night because at least one thing that I know, when I come on, I'm not going to come on to tickle nobody ears. I'm going to come on and I'm going to call it like it is.
Yep, you're not being
I don't know these people from a can of paint.
you're not being biased to get the.
That's it.
They are, and evidently, they have money issues. Everybody got money issues,
Hmm.
and I can see why. A lot of them are single women with no husbands that are working, and they got bills to pay. They gonna
Yeah,
say
but
what they gotta say in order to
but it
get.
don't make no sense.
Oh, a lot of them, that's what they doing because I know they ain't all stupid. Some of them got some sense,
Wow.
but that's what's generating the cash flow for them. And with her, they claim they buying her products,
Oh, okay.
and for her, they're buying her T-shirts. They're buying her. I do see some of them wearing the T-shirts sometimes. They buy her products, Plus, they constantly promoting her.
Hmm.
So that it's hand in hand. They're getting money off her because a lot of the fans are young, dumb, and stupid. They're
Hmm.
followers anyway. They don't think for themselves. They let these doggone content creators tell them what to think.
Yes.
You know. So
So based off of what we going to see tonight with the interview with Tasha K and Martell Host, and if it goes the way that we think that it's going to go, do you think that Martell should go and renegotiate his contract? Because no way in the world that I will be able to be a part of this show, especially if Melody's on. I think that they're gonna have to negotiate my contract. Maybe if quite obvious, he's gonna bring Ariane on there, his son, and I think that for him to tell his story of all the hell that he been through in that house, I
yeah,
think that they should give him more money.
I think we
Because
will.
you remember they was floating around saying that he was asking for $1 million, right?
Yeah, I did hear that. I believe they all get more money each year, and I'm
Hmm.
pretty sure he will negotiate a decent contract and get more money. I don't see Carlos King firing him. Um, yeah, I'm sure he will get more money.
I don't think that no one would let uh callers or anyone go ahead and fire Martell without firing Melody as well.
Yeah, if you gonna fire him, you pretty much gotta fire her.
Yes. Which I think that they should have went ahead and fired Melody the day that she threw that glass at his face.
Yeah, that was dangerous.
Yes.
You know, that was. I mean, they got rid of Miss Wanda supposedly because she went after Melody uh, that year. She was never back on the show. But
Hmm.
Melody, I heard Carlos King say, I was listening to somebody's podcast, somebody's review. I heard him say that he built the show around Melody.
Yes, he did because he wanted to see her happy.
He also said that the Bell Collective was built around Letitia.
Hmm.
That show, Love and Marriage Huntsville, was built around Melody. That was the first stupid mistake that he made.
Hmm.
You cannot build a show around one person and then you want to bring in five other characters to bow down and have to be subservient and put this person over them. You automatically create drama and havoc. You're gonna build a show around one person.
That's it.
Why, if that's the case, let her be on the show by herself.
Absolutely.
You know, Nah,
But Martell, like I said, Martell, it was too much. They was just tearing this man down, tearing his
yep,
brain down. Every time when he
yeah,
tried to build something up, they try to go ahead and they wreck it,
tearing it down.
and he still let it go.
Yeah, he still let it go, which means to me he's a better man than she gave him credit for.
Yep, but I'm not going to come out and say this, but like I said, I have a spirit of discernment when it comes to a lot of stuff. I already knew that this was going to come out, but it's
Yeah,
something really, really secret, very dark that he can say, but he's not going to say because he know that it can hurt everybody that's involved. And
yeah,
he that have an ear, let him hear. Because, and I'm gonna say this right here, because one thing, Miss Wanda is not gonna put something out if she knows she didn't have facts.
right.
And you know where I'm going, right?
Yeah, I think I do.
I feel in the spirit that he knows, but his love. You see where I'm going?
Right, absolutely.
His love, because I sat there and I looked at all this right here, and I'm talking between lines. You know exactly what I'm talking about, right?
I do.
I compared that to the T, perfect to the T. You hear me?
Mhm.
To the T. And I'm gonna leave that alone.
Yeah.
Elsie Thompson says, "Yeah, I sound." Let me see what she said because I want how they. Let me see what's gonna happen. She said, "Yeah, I'll sound like some desperate women." I don't know. She's saying, "Or your man is cheating on you right now. How can anybody tear anybody down when you being stuck in somebody else? Make it makes sense to them." So they're gonna come for attack, right? But the truth speaks for itself, right?
Truth is the truth, regardless. You know,
Yes.
she's not perfect. Her hands are not clean, child. You know, the man cheated. She cheated too.
Yes. So Elsie also said, she said, God ain't talking to you. Stop using God for some seed, because he ain't no mess. And apparently you ain't been reading your Bible. But since you open up your mouth and lie on the most high, so they mad, right? But like I said, that's their opinion. Let them say what they want to say.
There ain't nothing wrong with being mad. They have
Yep.
every right to be mad.
I guess they talking about us. They talking about me.
Yeah,
And
but
also, Elsie said, if you have ears and eyes, but the Most High is such a beautiful Father, because ignorant people do not fear Him. You do not fear the things that come at your mouth. But like I said, oh well, ain't nobody mad but the devil, right?
absolutely. Oh
I can
yeah,
laugh at stuff like this.
oh yeah, my dear. I have discernment. I know right from wrong. It doesn't matter if it's female or male.
That's it.
He did wrong and she did too. I'm not
Abs-
about to overlook her wrongs because she's a female and just ride on everything that he's done. That's not the way I get down. Now, if
That's
this
it.
Elsie person, that's how she get down. It's all about Melody. It doesn't matter what Melody do. That's her dumb. Let me
That's it.
rephrase.
Absolutely.
That's her opinion. That's not my opinion. I can see a little bit of wrong in everybody, just like myself. I'm not a perfect person. And just
That's it.
because she's female, I'm not riding with her because she's female. If she did wrong, I see her wrong, and I'm gonna call it. Elsie,
Absolutely. And the thing about it is not about taking sides. It's about standing on the truth. And you
oh,
cannot sit there and call one person out and you ignore the other one. It doesn't work like that.
like that. It's two sides to every story. Ain't no
Thank you.
perfect people. She did wrong. He did wrong. I'm not just gonna call out what he did wrong, which we both know he was wrong for cheating. But
But
she,
according to what Mel put out, she said that she and I'm gonna say, it's not a word verbatim, but she came out and said, when Martell had asked the question, she said around 2014 and 15. And if
right,
it's 2014 and 15 and he met Ariane around about 15 or 16, 2015 or 16, and she found out 2017, which means that, according to what they put out, she was cheating on him first, which Martell did say that he think that Melody was the one that cheated on him first because, the signs, she didn't even want to, make out with him, so
right. And I understand where they're coming from. Because most black women, I'm speaking of us because I know more about us than I do the other people. We are attracted to anything cute and shiny.
Mm-hmm.
If somebody looks good, dresses good, and puts up a pretty nice front, we will adhere to that. Like, someone like a pimp. You know, pimps always look good. They have a flashy personality. They are well spoken. They can manipulate people, just, the women that work for them. And the same scenario goes when you go into a casino.
Mm-hmm.
All you're going to see is bright lights, shiny objects. It looks good. It draws
Absolutely.
you in and it manipulates. So I understand where these women are coming from, why they are so infatuated with Melody. Because
Mm-hmm.
she constantly gives them an eye full of pretty outfits, all pretty on the outside. She speaks well to them. She manipulates them. Martell looks good too, but he's not doing it to manipulate. She's
Mm-hmm.
doing it to manipulate. And I can understand why. I mean, if you go in any church, 98% of the people in there are females. And who are they mesmerized by? The
The
preacher.
pastor.
He's standing up there looking cute. You don't see no raggedy preachers in church.
Mm-hmm.
So I understand why they are manipulated and brainwashed by Melody. That's just someone
Absolutely.
to me. I can see her as a beautiful woman, but I can also see that layer of rotten up under all of that pretty.
That's it. That's it. And the Bible talks about it, that
Yeah,
you're going to know them by the fruit that they bear.
yeah,
And beauty, and I'm absolutely, I could testify to that. It will get you so far. It may get you in the door, but it's not going to keep you in the door
right.
because sooner or later your true self is going to show up.
Yeah, right on up under all of that pretty shines
That's
that.
it.
But I,
And I always talk about that. Every new broom, it sweeps well. You go and purchase a new broom, it sweeps well, right?
absolutely,
But once you start sweeping and it start wearing out, you're gonna throw it in the closet with the rest of the old raggedy brooms and mops, right?
absolutely, absolutely.
But like I said, beauty fad. So, and to me, just because you put on all that paint and put on pounds of hair weave and put a filter behind you, once, like I said, you take all that mess off of you, you just gonna look like the regular basic, you know what?
Absolutely. That's not doing anything but covering up all that dirt
That's it.
up
That's
under her
it.
clothing and her makeup and her hair. But
That's it.
I could see the dirt, and I'm gonna call it out.
Absolutely.
They're blinded by her appearance. That's what they say. Oh, her Melody is so beautiful. She looks so beautiful. Yeah, and dirty as I don't know what.
And
I
and 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 if honest, this is my opinion, Lodge. I think that Ariane is more beautiful than Melody because Ariane can come on with a natural look, beautiful hair, her own hair, barely no makeup. Melody, she has to come on with pounds of hair on her head and all this makeup. And like I said, I'm not taking nothing from her, but you guys cannot allow us to see the beauty in Melody because you guys then put up on this pedestal. You have her head so big where we can't even fight for her, even if we want. And that's how God is. God cannot fight for Melody because what you guys are doing, you guys are tying up God's hands.
well, they are both nice looking women.
Yeah,
Ariana and Melody.
they are, but like I'm sitting there and saying,
She has a type.
you can be beautiful on the outside and you can be jacked up on the inside.
Yeah. They're both very nice looking women. He has a type. He's not going to really date an unattractive woman. They are both very attractive women. I'm not going to take that away. But I could see the rotten core in uh, in his wife's spirit and how she treats people around her. That shines to me brighter than her sparkliness on the outside. How she
Absolutely.
treats the people that's around her, like Tisha and
Hmm.
Marcel and Kimmy and Destiny. That shines brighter to me
That's it. But do you think that do they really thought that good was going to come out of that? No good was going to come out of that because Melody, she built that show, and to me she made herself, because I was trying to find something good on her, but I can't find nothing good on her because they done smeared it. It's like they just made a, it's like a bad taste where when
Yeah,
I see it, I
yeah,
just don't see no good in her.
yeah,
But Martell said, he said anybody that come close to Melody, they gonna see the real her.
yeah,
And now it's time for her fans, these millimeters, to see the real Melody. And I'm pretty sure that tonight they're gonna see the real Melody, because if you know Tasha K, she's going to rip the sheets off of that.
yeah. I don't think they will. I don't think. I don't.
I believe that some of them going to see. This is a wake. This is gonna be a wake up call.
I,
Action lights, scammers.
I don't care. I don't believe what he presents. I don't think they will see her for the person that she is. The reason why I say that is because of people like Jim Jones. I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
keep using him as a reference. He was a devil.
Mm-hmm.
And 900 people went down with him. They did not see him for the devil that he was. They were
Mm-hmm.
brainwashed and blinded by him. And I don't think
Wow.
none of her so called fans will ever see her any different. I don't care what's presented.
I think, and like I said, we have our opinion.
Yeah.
I believe that it's going to be a few that's going to wake up,
Uh
and
huh.
they going to see, because it got people that follows Melanie because they all can relate. Some of them can relate to what she's going through. Like I said, we all can take a piece out of it, right?
Right, we can.
And some of them, they are not this overzealous fans where they going to drink the Kool-Aid. Some of them, they love her because they feel that she got a bad rap, because they only hearing one side of the story, right?
Right. I mean,
So now that
what dirt?
Martell finally is going to speak up and show the receipts and show video clips, I think that they're going to say, wow, where they going to wake up and they're going to start seeing it from a different side.
Maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. I'm gonna give you that. I respect your opinion. You know I do.
Mhm.
And I hope you are right. Some of them wake up and see her for who she is under all of that pretty, you know. But I think they would see that. I've heard one very nice content creator say she was a fan, and so was I in the beginning.
Mhm.
But once she saw how she treated Tisha and Destiny, she could no longer ride for her, for Melody. So maybe some
Mhm.
of her fans will see. I don't know. I have doubts, but if you think some of them will see her for the person that she is under all of that pretty, I'm gonna go ahead and respect your opinion and say, okay, I
Mhm.
hope so.
So let's talk life. Say we not sleep. Open your eyes. I don't, our eyes are open, so I don't know if she's directing it to us. I don't know, but like I said, try to keep it on topic, because we don't know these people from a can of paint. We only looking from the outside in. And like I said, there's two sides to the story. It's their side and it's the truth.
Well, she said, we are not asleep. Open your eyes. What we see is totally different than what she sees. All she sees
Mm-hmm.
is Melody and her beauty. I see
Mm-hmm.
her beauty, but I can also see the dirt, young lady.
Like I say, I don't see the beauty. And the reason why I don't see a beauty, because once you start peeling off all that makeup and the weave, and you look just like any basic, you know what. So, if you can come out, without all that extra, but like I said, beauty fads, and I'm a witness to that, honey.
But
Beauty fads.
this young
Beauty
lady,
can get you just to the door.
this
And
young
if you
lady,
base of liking a person just because of the way they looks,
oh
then
yeah,
that's just that's just a temporary fix.
oh yes, a lot of people they judge people by the way they
By
look.
the out appearance, and that's the devil, because see, the devil does that. And
Yeah.
that's why they call the devil the angel of light, because he's come in a appealing light.
Well, they said that the devil, prior to him being cast out of heaven, was
Yes, Lucifer at the time, yes.
the most beautiful of all of the angels.
Yes, and that's why he can trick so many people.
Right. he was able to manipulate people with his beauty.
with his beauty imagery, and that's how we fall. We could see a rotten person on the inside, but long as they got all the labels, designing clothes and looking good, oh, we gonna worship the ground that they walk on.
Absolutely. This young lady says, I'm not mad. Great. That's good. Don't be mad. You don't have to be. You can continue following her and not see what I see. Because we're two different people. Yeah. Just remember, the devil was the most beautiful angel of all of the God's angels. But he had a rotten heart. He was at a mean spirit. And that's why he was
Hmm.
cast down. Yeah. Yeah. What they say, beauty is only skin deep. What's up under there? How
a
you treat
rotten
people
a rotten dead
is
corpse.
very important.
Hmm.
Not just your looks, dear.
Hmm.
Yep. My people are destroyed because of lack of knowledge. And that's an absolute truth. Yeah.
Hmm.
That's an absolute truth statement.
And the thing about it, people, they think that, oh, you hating, you jealous. Ain't nobody hating or jealous. People calling it off like they see it. And when they put their life on display and knowing that their life was a mess, their life was garbage,
See,
then you can't tell people how to pick it apart.
absolutely. Going through life, there are going to be some people that like you and love you, and there are going to be some people that's not rocking with you. They don't like you based on your personality or how you interact with people, which is my problem with her.
Hmm.
They think we might be jealous because she wears pretty clothes or she can catch a flight. I don't care about none of that. My
Hmm.
problem with Melody is how she treats the people around her, the other women. It wasn't necessary for her to be as mean to Destiny as she was for no reason and to try to destroy Tisha's marriage. That's the
Absolutely.
for her. Your marriage is done. It's over. It's gone. Okay. But you don't have to pick on her and try to get her to leave her husband or try to prove that her husband is treating over and over and over again. No, I don't. No, I can't get out of it. No,
And nothing wrong with that. Let's talk life. She said, I only follow God. I like Mel. And
right,
nothing wrong with that. Like I said, we don't know these people. We just only know what they put out on TV, on the reality shows, on Instagram. You know, we only can go by that right there.
yeah,
And when it comes to, a reality show and these people personal life, we know how to separate the two, but it's some people that does not know how to separate the two
right,
because they take just a snippet of these people life and they think that's their people life, but these people
right,
are getting paid anytime when you exchange money, for something that you are doing. They are getting paid. This is a
right.
job.
Yeah,
This
absolutely.
is a job. So by you guys attacking these people personal life and all the stuff that is happening right now, then to me, I think it's time to go ahead and close the curtains.
Yeah, I mean, let's talk life. Yeah, she says she only follows God. She likes male. Great.
And
What she
also, she
say?
said Martell tried to hurt that marriage. Like I said, it takes two to tear down a house.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if this young lady is married or ever been married, but it takes two to ruin a marriage, not one. You know, if both parties are working, she said, "May I speak?" Sure. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, what do you think, Lady D?
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead, but I don't let everybody on. You see what I'm
Oh,
saying?
okay.
Because I don't like
It's your
like I
channel.
say, this to me, this is for entertainment purpose only.
Yeah, it's up to you, my dear. This is your channel.
Hmm.
But yeah, it takes two to ruin a marriage. It's not, of course he did wrong, but I can see her wrong too. And I know in
Absolutely.
my marriage, it was a lot of things I could have done better in order to make my marriage work.
I went ahead and dropped the link, so you can talk. Hi, how are you doing? Let's talk life. Wait, say something again. You sound kind of muzzled. You sound kind of muzzled. Tell her she sounds kind of muzzled.
Lady D, sound a fair bit muffled. Is your mic?
Go ahead and fix your mic. I still can't hear you good. Hi, country girl.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you real good now. Hi, country
Okay, I
girl.
had my earpiece on.
All right.
And I'm not trying. I wanted to come up to let you know I wasn't being disrespectful. I don't
Okay, no problem.
disrespect. It's enough of that on YouTube. Um, my thought is, yes, I've been married before, and he was, and it could be trauma bonding. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
But I went through the exact same thing.
I did.
Not with the baby or nothing. He just didn't get caught with the baby. But I just see the things he do. I don't think Mel's perfect, but I do see. I guess as a woman, I don't see Martell's side because he's always dragging her, yelling in somebody's face. Am I wrong?
Well, what about if you see it tonight and you start seeing what he's been talking about all the while, and you start seeing a different side? How are you going to? What would you think about it afterwards? How are you going to go ahead and
I
talk
just
about
have
it?
I can't speak to that until I
But
see it
let's
for
just say
myself.
if you see that Mel was more of the abusive person in that marriage, and will you still cover up for Mel
I'm not
once
covering
you see the
for it
truth?
now.
No, I'm just saying. Well, once you see
I'm for
what's really
right.
going
Right is
on,
right. Wrong is wrong.
absolutely, absolutely. So if you see that Mel was more of the
Then I
aggressive
would say
person,
I would say it be her.
okay,
But but from what my side of what I've seen, and I have a group, a Facebook group called what is it called? Love Marriage Huntsville, the DMV. I did it
hmm,
because COVID started and I was bored and I lived by myself. But
Yeah.
okay,
I just study a lot of it. I mean, I'm not saying he was all wrong because somebody said it takes two because they're
absolutely,
toxic to each other.
Well, can
absolutely.
I ask you a question?
Yeah,
I heard you say that you
I
see.
can't hear you. Hold on. Okay, go ahead.
I heard you say that you hear Martell always arguing with other people. In the argument between him and Neil Fletcher, did you hear her screaming at him?
They were screaming at each other.
Okay, but it seems like Martell took the majority of the backlash for screaming at Neil when she was screaming at him, which is
But
why, in my
I
opinion,
think she was screaming over him to be heard, and I could be wrong. I'll go back and watch that.
they were screaming at each other. And her husband didn't have a problem with it because he knows that his wife is a very loud vocal person.
Yeah,
But
I believe that.
Martell called the flat off of that particular argument. And he does scream. He gets excited
Emotion. He's very emotional.
when
Well, I want y'all if y'all go watch anytime he, like, say for instance, if you look at it when he hear Mel talk, he grabs his head all the time. When he
Mhm.
get ready to argue with other women or anybody, he grabs his head. So I think he has an anger problem. I don't know what
I
he's been
definitely
through.
do. I think he's due. We talked about that. Logical and we talked about that. I think that Martell should stay in therapy because,
Yes,
as you can see, it was a lot that was going on in that house. But another question I want to ask you, let's talk life. How did you feel the time when Melody went ahead and she threw a glass at Martell's head at the Fletcher's house, and then it was said, which I'm gonna say allegedly, that after the cameras stopped rolling, that she pretty much tore up the Fletcher's home.
yeah. I heard
Why no
Nell.
one
She
never
she
talked
said
about
she
that part?
she said it was worse. She didn't tear up their home. She said it was worse than what we saw back there. Yeah.
Hmm.
yeah,
But can I ask you guys a question?
sure.
Yes,
Have you ever been deeply hurt and you got not only your husband torturing you, but you got the side chick torturing you too?
I
No,
did.
I never experienced a side chick
I
bothering me.
I did. Let me tell you how I went ahead and handled it.
Mhm.
I went ahead and handled it like when, because like I said, my husband have his own business, and I found out that he had hired one of the women because it's really a job, contract and painting and sandblasting, and if you know anything about that, where you go out there and you paint barges. So he went ahead and he hired some women to be like helpers, like put paint in a bucket or whatever they was doing, or go out there and get the supplies.
Mhm.
And I found out that, he was having an affair with her because I was, church going. And I remember I used to tell people, my husband don't cheat. You understand what I'm
Mhm.
saying? And I
Mhm.
guess that person wanted to go ahead and prove that my husband cheated, where I mean, I was just had the Bibles reading in church, devoted in church, and all of a sudden, one of the friends, so-called friends of mine, say called, say, didn't you want to know if your husband cheated or not? I say, yeah, and she said yes, and they told me that the husband is on the job. So, because my husband was just like Mel, comes home every night, and
Mhm.
I never saw no signs because whatever
Right.
he was doing it on the job.
Yeah.
So when I did find out, I nipped it in the bud. I went there, you understand? And I told
Mhm.
her, look, you're gonna have to leave. I got rid of her. Uh Trust me, what happened, I never saw her again. Never ever
Mhm.
saw her again because I nipped it in the bud. I'm not going to play that. But
Yeah,
the thing about it, I did not give my husband up. Oh, he caught hell, but I didn't give my husband up. We
yeah,
separated, legally separated. We went to the judge. And I
Mhm.
raised my right hand to God, as God is my witness. I'm not even going to sit and lie to you because my life is an open book. You hear me?
Mhm. Mhm.
And when we went into for the judge, I told the judge that I want everything. The judge said they say everything. I say everything. The judge asked my husband, "You going to give her everything?" He said, "Yes." My husband gave me everything. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm, yeah.
And
Well, he
right
wasn't
there,
as bad. He don't
listen,
sound like he was a bad guy.
right there. Like I say, if I don't want the crap in the front of my yard, you ain't gonna get him easy because it wasn't easy for me to get him, and I'd be
Mhm.
darned if I let any other woman to slide through it. Melody knew that her husband was messing over her for 6 whole years. She didn't stop it.
Mhm.
no, in my
But how can you? You were blessed because you were able to stop it. I tried to stop it when it was happening to me, but this is depend on the kind of woman it is. Because
yeah,
let me say this, and I'm not getting off subject. I accidentally messed with a married man because he told me, listen to this, my fault still. He told me he was separated, getting a divorce. But I learned
Mhm.
separated doesn't mean divorce.
right.
So my house caught fire. I lost everything. And the first thing came to my mind was, you did wrong.
Mhm.
And like
Well, you
3 months
see,
later, I heard that their house caught on fire.
but you see the difference between a woman and a man cheat, because like I said there and say, I'm not gonna let you sit there and get enjoyed by yourself. You understand what I'm
And
saying?
that's what I was saying. Oh
But
my
the thing,
God,
the
you read my
difference,
mind.
but the difference between when a man and a woman cheat, see, when a man cheat, it's because she fine, she look good. But when a woman cheat, it's because it's something that is liking at home. You understand? It's not just the
Yeah,
sex.
she just wants to feel like a woman.
Right.
Absolutely.
Yeah, she wants somebody, and that's what I think about Mel when he says she did cheat. When she got that apartment, well, all I could see is she just needed somebody to comfort her, and I know that sounds crazy,
I
but
agree. I
but
agree.
sometimes you need that.
I,
Now, another thing I see is he really loves her. He could tell the world he don't, and I think she loves him. But
yeah,
she know she's getting peace now. She gets to rest that night without all the drama. But I mean, they still have drama. But it's hard. She didn't leave all them years because she wanted her family. That's what I think.
I stayed too. My husband cheated with a woman that was very close in our community. I knew about the woman. I didn't. I found out that they were cheating. The woman never bothered me, and I never bothered her. She
Mhm.
loved me, and I knew of her. She never called me. I never changed my number. Uh, well, that was many, many years ago. We didn't even have cell phones back then. I'm 67 years old, and this happened when I was in my early 20s.
Mhm.
like 40 some years ago. So women weren't as bold then as they are now. Wasn't no social media. There was no cell phones.
Yeah, you're right.
So I
But
stayed in my marriage.
yeah,
He never
I think it's a person's choice. If that's what they want to do, that's what they
right,
want to do. But
right.
it also is a leeway out, because in the Bible, if a person cheat, that's the only way that you're supposed to divorce.
Hmm.
Did you know that?
Well, first
I
of all, I'm not really going to get too much in that, not today, but
Okay.
God does not honor divorce. It's Moses went ahead, he talked to God because there was so much stuff that was going on. So when he wrote that decree, just might as well, if you tearing down the house, and all this stuff is going on, it's best for you go ahead and
Right,
separate
right.
yourself. But what God put together, no man can, you know,
Put
take
us
a
under. Uh,
put us under. But getting back to Melody, the reason why I cannot sit there and accept the stuff that she's doing, she know that her marriage was messed up. And when she built this reality show, she built this reality show off a lie. When she went back to Martell, she went back to Martell knowing all the extra baggage that he have. And by she putting this out, for the whole world to pick it apart, and she thought that it was going to turn in her favor. Every time when you build something on rocky grounds, this right here today, what we are talking about is the results that you're going to get out of it, because like they say, much is given, much is required. So
much given,
we
much
seen
required.
one side, we seen Melody one side, and we gravitating this because, like I said, we all been through it. I've been through it. We all can take a piece of all the stuff that she went through. But the
Why do
thing
you say
about it
we
is
see
that
one side? Do you not
because
see
we did no,
Martell's side?
we never even heard of Martell's side.
He's saying it every time he
We
opened
never
his
heard of
mouth.
Mart because he's trying to protect the show. He's trying to protect his family. And that's
I
why
think
he
Martell
really
is out for Martell and Arion. That's my thought. You got the
well,
right to your
it
thought too.
like I say, it's yeah, you're right.
Martell,
We have to agree to disagree. Go ahead, Lige.
she said she think Martell is out for Martell only. Well, who is Melody out for?
She out for her and her children.
And he's out for him and his children.
I don't think he. You know what? I ain't gonna go there because I'm not there and I don't
Go
know.
ahead.
Wait.
Absolutely.
Uh, you don't think he loves his kids?
Not what the way he be. I no, I don't. I can't say he don't love him. I believe he love him, but I just think he's not protecting them right now. Neither. I guess Mel to me don't go at him. She used to when it first came, when she went out and said he did all that the first year or the second year, yeah. But you don't really hear her talking about anything but blessings and motivational stuff.
But she turned down in the middle of, like I said, many
She
will come in
hurt.
that name. Many will say, Lord, Lord, how can you sit there and you bless 1 minute and in the same mouth, the same breath, you cursing? How can,
I haven't
you
heard of
sit there?
cursing. I must have missed the
And I'm
cursing
not
part.
saying, cuss.
Oh,
You know what I'm
cursing his
saying,
life.
cursing, yeah,
Okay,
or cursing
I know what
someone
you're
else's
saying.
relationship, just because hurt people. We could say, for instance, with Tisha and Marcel, that was not Melody's business to go and poke holes and try to get other people to come on and her family members just to tear down Tisha's and Marcel's marriage, just because your marriage was tore up. So
Well,
how
I
can
mean,
you
but
sit
wasn't
there
it
and
Tisha that?
justify that?
But at the beginning, it was Tisha that kept talking about her infidelity. She
What
was
did
giving
Tisha
Tisha what
say?
Tisha was trying to give her.
Come on. Let's
I
talk.
didn't
Like,
watch the show so many times. I got.
did Tisha sit there and say anything about Melody until Melody started coming for her marriage?
Okay, I've watched this
Be
show.
honest. Be honest.
Back, I am the first time I seen Tisha at the table say on their anniversary, 10-year anniversary. What how has infidelity affected y'all's marriage? She wanted to bring that up. Y'all don't see that. You don't
That was
see when they
before
was out in
Melody
front
ever
of what
came
you
out.
call it,
But
and Tisha was like, uh, Mama didn't say she wasn't talking about the kids. She was just saying Mel had an affair. She want to get that out. You know why she want to get that out? Because they have seen that RP tape. They thought he showed them that tape He tested it out on them too. So they thought, yes, it was Mel down on her knees, and you can't see the man's body or his head. So he showed them that first, so they would believe it.
Well,
If
look,
you
let's
go back,
talk.
I hope y'all get a chance to just go back and watch like the first 3 seasons. You'll pick some
Let's
stuff
talk.
out of
Let's
it.
talk. Let's talk. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Was that was that before Melody started poking in Tisha's and
She
Marcy's
didn't poke in
marriage?
her business until they were sitting across in the table at lunch. And when she said, "I hope I'll show you the receipts on this BMW," remember that?
But was that
That your
before?
husband bought this other girl, right?
What season was that? Because Melody came
That was
out once.
season 2, maybe
Well, on
season 1.
season
Season
one,
1.
Melody came out and put her own business on the table.
Well, I would
So
like
once you put your own business on the table, then you
Yeah,
are
but
free
they wasn't
game.
talking about that anymore during that
Mhm.
anniversary dinner.
well, what made Tisha bring up the conversation about the BMW?
Yeah, she said, I'll show you because Melanie said, go to the club, check your husband. Remember she said that? Only because Tisha asked her. Tisha say, is my you think my husband cheating? She said, I'm not gonna say you go get them kids to the babysitter and go to the club.
Yeah, she
Tisha said that.
Yeah. Tisha asked her. That's when that came out.
she pretty much insinuated that Martell was cheating. You need to get a babysitter and
No,
go.
she mean one soul. Yeah.
This is after Martell had mentioned the 20 women.
Well, see,
Oh, I thought
but see,
so.
that's what I don't understand. Everybody say that it was Melanie tried to mess up the marriage when it was actually Martell that started it. Okay, he said the 20 women, right?
Yeah, Martell said mentioned the 20 women, and she said, your husband is lying on my husband. She said, how do you know he's lying? And Tisha said, I know he's lying.
Well,
And
she didn't never say that her husband. She just asked her a question. How do you know that he's lying?
well, she did say, how do you know he's lying? Telling Tisha. And Tisha said, because I know Martell is lying on Marcel. And she said, well, if you need proof, you need to get up, get a babysitter, go
Right.
to the club at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. And Tisha said, my husband is not out at that hour.
But she did on another episode after, or maybe two. She went and Marceau said,
It's computer. I saw that.
"You saw what she
Mhm.
did? Go do it, right?"
Well, okay.
Miss
Monday,
Wanda went and didn't Miss Wanda went and followed Marcel and say that he wasn't doing nothing. I remember she
Well,
said
that was just one time she was
yes.
following him,
well,
but
But the thing about it, let me say this right quick. But the thing about it, you remember when Tisha said, how can you prove that my husband is cheating? You tell me. And that's when Melody say, because I got it off of YouTube. Oh my God, I was done. So she said there was willing to make Tisha lose her husband because of the information that she got from a bunch of
you saw
YouTubers.
that? I ain't never seen that one.
oh
Oh
yeah,
my, see,
yeah,
that's the thing. That's the
She said
thing.
you got it off of YouTube. I done watched these shows 5 times a piece.
that's what Melody told her. She got the information off of you.
Oh no, she said go look at YouTube. You're right. She did say that
Let
because
me ask
Mhm.
you this.
she did. I got it. I got it. Y'all,
Let me
So
I
why would
just
she bring that information? Why would she bring that information to Tisha off of some third hand information off of bloggers that, they going to say anything because, they want clicks and likes.
okay.
Why would
I
she even
believe
bring that to
Melanie
Tisha?
feel.
Had Tisha all upset behind that.
hold
Look, I believe. Go ahead.
How did Tisha find out about the BMW, the matching BMWs?
Mel showed it to her, sent her a text.
That's what I thought.
Thank
Well,
you.
but those are friends, right?
No, well, Friends is not going to do that, babe. Friends is not
I'll
going
show
to
my
sit
friends.
there.
My husband is if my husband cheating and he done bought somebody car. I'll send my homegirl the picture.
Oh
Mel
my
sent the
God.
picture to Mel sent the picture to Tisha. It wasn't about
Absolutely.
Marceau. It was about the side chick's car that Martell was supposed to have bought.
Right. Melody sent her the picture of the
Right.
BMW. So why was she so pissed when Tisha mentioned, good luck with your husband and his 3 year affair and the matching being done. Why was Melody so pissed? Like Tisha just growing.
Because she probably felt betrayed. She probably didn't tell none of Tisha's secrets because she don't have none on her. But uh, uh, she probably felt betrayed that I sent you that, and between me and you, we might be getting into it now, but I ain't telling all your stuff because I think Mel knows some stuff.
About Tisha?
Not about Tisha, about Tisha's husband, because the
Oh.
pillow talk her husband probably did with her.
But I think if Mel would have found anything about Marcel, trust me, she would have made sure that it was going to be on that show.
Oh, definitely.
She tried her best to find some, even where they were saying Melody was trying to pay someone. And I'm gonna say alleged because Melody said she wasn't gonna come out of her pockets, but it was saying something about five thousand
Okay,
dollars.
go
Mel
back and
would have
watch that
put.
reunion where they talking about that right there. They say, yeah, she tried to pay somebody to come on the show. And
Right.
listen to Tisha say, that girl ain't even messing with Marceau. Watch Tisha say. The girl say if the money had been higher, she would have came and did it. Didn't make no
Mhm,
sense. That mean the girl done messed with it.
mhm.
And
Well,
the girl was Martell's cousin.
absolutely, she was.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
So I'm just looking at it from my point of view. Everybody have their own
But you have
right.
to look at it
I
from both
respect each
sides.
of your
You have to look at it
opinions.
from yeah, you have to look at it from both sides
You
because,
gotta look
like I
at
say,
it. It
do
can't
you
be
know?
one sided. It can't.
Yeah, you
This
can't
is
look
the
at it from one
actually.
side.
This is the first group where there's two sides because usually in different groups they all think the same.
Right, it's on
Mhm.
one side, but I cannot look at it from one side. I got to look at
No, I like to tear things apart and look at it, and I like to hear other people's opinions. But me as a lady, I have to stand with Mel
well, no,
because
Mhm.
you can't do that.
that
But
man,
you
y'all
can't do
see
that.
what
You
this
can't do
man
that
do.
but you can't do that because
Yeah,
you
I
stand for
can,
truth. You stand for truth. That's just like with your child. If you have children and if
but
you
the
know
truth
that
haven't
you didn't,
came.
but I'm saying, just say for instance, let's talk. Let me see what your name is. What you go by? Let's talk like, just say right now, if you got two children and you told your kids, you sat there and told one, do not go into that cookie jar. If you go into that cookie jar, it's going to be consequences and repercussions. And they obeyed your rules and they go in there, you're going to punish your child, right?
you're going to punish
Or,
both kids, not one.
well, I'm just saying the one went in and the other one did not. How are you going to handle that? Are you there? Let's talk. What I'm just the point that I'm trying to make. I don't know if she dropped a mic.
I don't know.
Let's talk. Are you there? But
Here,
how would you handle that matter if you know that you already
I would
told your
punish
child
the
not to
one
touch?
kid that went in the cookie jar.
That's it. Okay, once you punish that child, that's just like with Melody. If you see Melody is doing wrong, Melody has to take accountability of her action. You cannot throw a rock and hide your hands just because you like that person. Oh, I'm going to cover up her dirt. That's just like with what we're
I
going through
don't.
right
But
now
what I'm
with
saying
Donald
is,
Trump. With Donald
I
Trump, you know
haven't
the stuff that
seen any
Donald Trump
dirt on
look.
her. Now I see little things she do, but I haven't seen any dirt on her.
The dirt is that first of all, she threw glass at Martell. She put her personal business on a reality show,
Have
knowing that
you
her life was
ever in
already
your
messed
life?
up.
Have you ever in your life got so mad that you threw something?
Of course. That's why I sit there and say, a relationship, you got your ups and your downs, especially when you're both married. Ain't no peaches and cream. Marriage is like a job. But what I'm sitting there saying, for you to say that you don't see nothing wrong with Melody, it's like you being biased. And the reason why I say that,
You know
because
what I see?
Melody
You know
has
what I
done a
see
lot
with
of stuff.
Melanie?
Go ahead.
I see God elevating her, but God reigns on the just as much as He does the unjust. Martell could get some blessings too, but Martell is hammering. He's trying to bury her so hard, he's hurting himself.
Wow.
You don't see it as him defending himself. You see it as him trying to hurt her. You haven't
Oh,
seen.
it's the way he's doing it.
Have you seen any hurt being directed in his direction towards him? Any hurt?
Mm, okay, she was open enough to let him split the kids. They went to court. He took her to court. What has she done other than Tisha? Y'all saying Tisha? She tried to destroy her marriage, but if y'all go back and look, you'll see she did not. She was just saying her husband. That didn't happen to them until her husband started hanging around with them.
Hmm.
Oh my God. Really?
Okay, so let's talk. What
Hmm.
about when Melody said the last reunion that she beats his tail? You don't think that was wrong with that? He deserved it.
I kind of was like, ooh, Martell gonna use that one. But you know what? I hit mine too when I was mad.
Well, do you?
You cheating on me and then you in my face talking noise to me? You better get out of my face.
Well, let me ask you this, life. Have you?
Huh?
Let me ask you this question. Do you think Melody encourages her fans to come after Martell?
N- Actually, she never tells them to come after them, but sometimes some fans, to me, you got two sets of millimeters.
Okay.
I agree to that.
You got two sets of millimeters, those that have morals and principles, and then you got people pretending to be millimeters
Mm-hmm.
just to make Mel look bad. That's my thought.
Okay. Now,
And the reason I see that because I see it in my group. I dissect my group, and y'all go to my group and join it too. Okay?
I will. I will definitely. Like, let me ask you this question. Did you
Absolutely,
hear
J
her?
Queen.
Did you hear the live when she said about AL? Her fans, her millimeters,
No.
the same way you treat the cast, meaning, now I took that to mean Martell and everybody else on the cast. This is the same way you need to go after AL. Did you hear her make that statement?
I didn't hear it.
Uh,
I didn't actually catch that live. I heard different stories, and
oh,
I don't speak on it if I didn't see it for myself. But no, I didn't see that one.
okay, I did. I understand that you can't speak on it if you didn't. But I heard her tell her millimeters the same, basically the same flack or dog that you give the cast for me. I need you to go after AL in that same manner. To me, that's saying she wanted her fans to go after Martell and the entire cast and anybody else that basically does not align with her, including AL.
Yeah.
That's what I got from her statement. That particular.
Well, from what I hear from that he was trying to follow her, not stalk her, but was trying to get into her friends' lives, her mama lives, everybody lives. But like I say, I can't say anything, speak on it because
Well,
I didn't watch it.
I understand.
I didn't know she had went live.
I do believe he wanted to be
But
close to her.
whatever, these are grown women out here, and if they let somebody tell them to go destroy somebody's life, that's on them, and
Oh,
they'll pay for that.
well, you don't think that she should denounce that or
The,
tell them to leave the people alone, not in her favor? The reason why I said it is because I follow a lot of people. And this one particular influencer, she's basically dealing with fashion and hair and makeup. And she has quite a few, I think she has like 70,000 subscribers.
uh-huh.
She came on one day and she said that in the comments, that some of her fans were starting to be mean spirited to her to other fashion influencers, and she straight out told them, "If you do it, I'm gonna block you. Don't go after nobody. If you're a fan of mine, you don't go after nobody else. Those people are trying to make their money. You do not. You cannot be a fan of mine if you're dogging other content creators." And
Well, I heard her say it, but I've seen her write it on her Instagram.
mhm.
That let God handle all that. Let Him handle. He handles it for her, and He'll handle it for She's saying He's taking care of those that's despitefully using her, and
But
y'all
see,
don't
that's the
see
thing.
that.
That's the thing
Y'all
about
see
it.
that
But you see,
Destiny.
look,
You
look.
see
Let me say this right
Destiny
fast.
and
let me say this right fast. See, that's the thing that I'm trying to get you guys to say. Many people gonna come in his name and say, God say this, God say that. But chicken tongue gonna say anything. You cannot sit there and say, God say, I'm too blessed to be stressed, or God say, let go, but you keep sitting there, you beating his dead horse. You see,
Okay,
you
but
gonna
how
say
is she
one
beating
thing,
him?
but then
All
you
I see her doing is selling 7th Avenue millimeter and her rent stuff. Where is she beating him at? I
because
must be
you
missing
don't
something.
see,
And
because you don't
I
see
try
it.
to stay on top because I
Because
post
you
every
don't
day.
because you don't see it. And the reason why you don't be see it because you are a fan.
Oh no,
If you
I'm
are
no
a
no
fan
fan
to
to nobody
Mel,
but Jesus Christ. I'm a
but still
fan
of all,
of
you
how a
did say
woman
you
is
was
supposed to be
biased.
treated.
Well, let me ask
So
you this, Life. Let me ask you both, of you
mhm.
all, Lady D and Life. What does the term millimeters activate mean? Millimeters
They
activate. What does that mean when she said it?
It's a dog whistle to
pray,
me.
hey, praying because they go on fast and prayers and stuff.
Goodness.
But how can you sit there and say praying and fasting? Come on, let's talk. I
I
know
mean, I'm
you're
just
more
telling you
mature
what I
than that.
see.
But
And
how
I'm
can
not
you say
stupid. And I
listen,
do
listen,
have
listen,
God's insight.
listen,
I have
listen
a
up,
good insight.
listen, and I like it, because we all have a right to agree to disagree.
Right.
I don't want no one no yes to this right here is good conversation
And I
when we
love
can
good
sit there.
conversation.
Yes, and absolutely, and this is what I'm sitting there saying. If you going and you telling people, God this, God that, but in the meanwhile you sending out different codes, different dog whistles, and you got these people sitting there going to people personal business and spying on them just to put on YouTube
I
channel or
don't
going
think she
into
got them
their
doing that.
business. I'm
I
not
don't
saying
think
she,
they doing that on their own.
I'm not
Mel
saying
don't
that
boss
she,
them people.
I'm not saying that she's doing it, okay? But like I say, it's certain things that you can say. Just like she said at the podcast when what's his name? Carlos King was down there in Huntsville when she said how the millimeters had formed is when someone came and attacked her, then all the millimeters jumped on that person. So by you saying that is giving the millimeters a go to a jump on anyone that talks against melody. So to me, that's a dog whistle.
Right.
I think they just gonna jump on them, period, because they, like I told y'all when I wrote, many of the women that follow her is because they've been hurt before. They've been through that same situation and
And
stuff
we
is
agree to. I
similar.
already done told you my story.
Yeah,
We
you
all
did.
been through it. You know
Yeah,
what about it? Just because someone said there and knock you down, that does not mean you stay lying there. So I'm ready to see how she overcame, but she's not showing how she overcame. I thought.
you don't see it.
Listen. I thought that after
That
Mel,
man wouldn't even let her
listen.
take her
Let me say
kids'
this. Let
bed.
me
She
say
had to
this.
buy blow up mattresses.
Let me say this. Let me say this right quick. Let me say
Okay.
this real quick. I thought that after Melody went ahead and changed her last name, that she wouldn't even utter Martell, that she was going to bring in her friend, but she still talked about it. She
Well,
went
I mean,
to Texas.
she
Let
only
me say this
talks
right.
about him on the
One more second. One more
like
second.
in
Look,
Houston, and that's
like,
because he brought her into the
but
conversation.
look,
She
one more
wasn't even
second.
talking
Look,
to him.
let me
She
say this. Let me
normally
say
just ignores him. Y'all don't see her
Look,
like I feel.
let me say this right quick. So when Melody came in, when the Fletcher's num had opened something up in Texas, they had this thing going on. Melody already had set the atmosphere. She had told them, "We're not going to talk about, comparing me with Martell." She said that, right? So
Right.
they all went ahead and they respect that. But who brought up Martell? Melody went into the jacuzzi and she brought up that this man never made her have the big O. You know good
Hmm.
and well that right there is going to strike up a conversation. Why did she do that? Because she wanted a reaction.
Maybe so, but I don't see it
You
there.
see?
I see it as her talking to the
Wow.
girl, and then I seen Martell in there. And did y'all hear him say she tried to put me in jail?
Yeah, I heard him say it.
I didn't know it was going to be that close, but I guess hey, we can agree to disagree.
Absolutely.
I think. Can I be honest with you? I don't worship anybody. When I grew up in a cult like church, right?
Okay.
Hmm.
Do you hear me?
I hear you.
Yes.
So that's why I don't call myself a millimeter. I'll never, because we were called the Turlites. So I'll never call myself a name because we were tortured. To me,
Hmm.
not physically, but just A
That,
lot went on,
yeah.
But that's why I won't say I'm a millimeter, but I do stand with Melanie
Okay. Okay.
And you have
because I'm
all
not
the
gonna
right to
ever
do that.
follow
Yes.
anybody but Christ.
Yes, you
Okay.
have the right to do that. But if you see someone sitting there going into that hole, you're not going to go into that hole. If you really, like I said, and I'm not talking about you, I'm just
Yeah,
talking in general.
I
If you
got you.
see someone sitting there going the opposite way, where you know that's going to be a road of destruction, nothing good is going to come out there. Are you going to Are you going to just watch that person going down that hole? No, you're going to sit there and you're going to tell them, look, I'm going to put you on the road that calls straight, because what we're seeing right now, when you all are agreeing to all this stuff that Melody is doing, it's like the blind leading the blind. And you know what's going to happen? They both going to what? End up in a ditch.
Yeah, yeah.
So if
And do you know
Melody
who
is
I think
sitting
gonna
there,
end up in the ditch? And guess what? I pray for him too because I
absolutely.
want his life to get better, and I want him to leave her alone. And if he's married to Ariana, that's on them, and I hope they have a beautiful life. But I pray for him also
Perfectly.
Absolutely. That's the way that we should
because
do.
he's hurt.
Yeah, he is. Well, my
They
opinion.
both hurt.
When the statement is made, millimeters activate, it means go after
That's
whoever.
me too. Yeah.
Well,
Uh,
I have to ask somebody. That activate comes from Stormy anyway. Remember, she told Tisha to get activated.
right. I mean, yeah, but the term millimeters activate is used when she want them to go after somebody and dog them and dog them. You mentioned Destiny. Uh,
Oh, I was gonna say about Destiny. Oh, and maybe I'm wrong. All I seen was them being friends to each other. If you walked up on your friend talking about you to somebody, I wouldn't say she's her enemy, but somebody that don't like me, wouldn't that be wrong?
well, the conversation that Melody heard Tisha and Destiny talking about was what was being said on the reunion. And most likely it was about the fellatio.
Yeah, yeah, and that probably hurt her to hear that Destiny's in there with her talking. Now, they probably should have just chilled out, waited a few days, and talked it over, right?
I
But
don't see,
Destiny was ready to run to them Scots, baby.
I don't see how that could hurt her. The conversation was Melody said she didn't remember. The
But that was
Yep.
embarrassing. And you know why I think she don't remember? And I know he said, how can you not remember? She don't remember because it was the picture. He set it up. Go back and look at it today. He set it up. He said, I got proof. I got proof that you give fellatio to a man. He was gonna bring that picture out of him. He's still trying to get that deceptiveness to make people think it was another guy, but it was really him the whole time.
no,
So it's all right for Mel to continue bashing him, but he can't retaliate, right? He
I
can't.
bashed his head to the ground. He gave up a beautiful family. And in the Bible, ain't the man supposed to be the head of the family? So
And
when
he
the
was.
head get weak, you're supposed to leave.
And it was because even Melody said out of her own mouth, she said nothing was like it in her home. He treated her like a queen. He brought her flowers. He pulled out her chair. Nothing was like, and she saw no signs. The thing about it is that Melody, she pitched this show, and once she pitched this show, and she became, a household name, then that's when she started tearing down, because she that's how people were supporting her with the products, her brand, to tear down Martell, because Martell even said to himself, Martell said there and say, you a different person when the cameras are on you.
I think her skin sells her product, period.
that's
It
possible.
ain't tearing down Martell. Martell ain't helping her sell no seven.
So if it's
The
a
only
if
way
it's
he
a
helping her
skin,
because women
look,
have compassion for that pain she went through.
let's talk. If it's her skin, why she's under a filter?
She ain't always under a filter. She wasn't under a
Every
filter
time
when
I
they were
saw
sitting in
her,
there with no
every
makeup
time when I saw her,
and doing exercises.
I
Skin
never saw
flawless.
I never saw Melody without a filter.
Well,
And
go
I'm
to
not
that
gonna
where
tell
they
you no
was in the
lie.
gym, her Tisha and Kimmy.
And she looked just like Melody. She looked just like any basic person blended
Well, I
in.
mean, everybody basic until they put their
And every
lashes
last
on and their
person
hair
face,
on.
yes, but every last person face was like I said, it was looking beautiful. It was natural. But
Yeah.
I'm not even going to attack that. The thing that I don't understand, is why, we don't give Melody, we don't hold her up, she don't take accountability of the stuff that she do.
When you can show me what she do,
And that's horrible, when you saying that we show what she
I
can
mean,
do.
but what if you
Melody did a
show me
lot of
that she did
stuff.
wrong?
What about the part she meddled in Tisha's and Marcel's marriage? She
Tisha and
kept
them
bringing in
started that.
people.
And I stand on that until you go back and look at it. And I wish I could give you my phone number so we could talk together while we look at it.
Well, it's like we watched two different shows. I'm not gonna tell you no
Okay,
lie.
who's is this Lady D's channel?
Yes,
Lady D, do
you
you
can you can
have
you can private
where we could
private me your
join
email,
a
private
membership?
your email, and I email you.
Okay, uh, 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 do you? I'll put my email in the
Private chat, hit
description
private chat.
after I
Just
get
put
off.
the private, yeah,
But
put
let me
and
just
I
say
sit
this.
there and that.
I done lost that thought. Y'all, I just finished with chemo in March, and you get something called chemo brain. So sometimes my thought will lose right on about to speak it. It'll go. Maybe it'll come back.
Look, let's talk. Answer this question. Renee Williams said it is so sad to hear these callers following Melody that younger than her. These are same lost old women that follows Melody. What you think about that?
Well, I'm 60. I'm an old woman, and I follow the show because I got a group. I didn't know this show was gonna explode like this. I was just bored, and I liked the show.
Yeah,
I don't follow, like I done said, I don't follow nobody but God.
yeah,
But I do follow. I follow what I see, and sometimes what you see can be deceiving.
yeah,
Mhm.
That's why I always pray God keep my discernment up. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
But I just think uh, Tisha, if you go back, Tisha is the one that started it. If you go
Wow.
back, Martell started it, and Tisha asked her about it,
Wow.
and ever since then, she said, "You tried to mess up my marriage," and I didn't see where she tried to mess up her marriage.
You didn't see what Melody tried to mess up Tisha and Marcel's marriage?
I don't see what she tried to mess.
You being
They were
funny.
having
I
a
know you being
conversation
funny.
about
Come
their
on, let's talk.
husbands.
Let's talk being funny. Come on, let's talk.
They
Oh
were
my
having
God.
conversations about both of their husbands.
Well, why do you think she brought Kiki on the show? Melody, why do you think she brought Kiki on the show?
You know what? I could barely hear you.
I said, why do you think Melody brought Kiki on the show?
You might be right on that one.
But you're still not gonna hold Melody accountable for anything,
I
right?
mean, what do I hold on to for? She's a
You just
grown
said that
woman.
she was right on that one.
Like,
She could have been right on that. I don't know because I don't know what her thinking was, but it kind of looks that way because that's what Tisha keeps
Put your
saying.
mouth closer to the phone because you're sounding a little muzzled.
What I'm gonna do? I'm gonna drop down and come back up because I hear something in my background.
Okay then.
I'll come right back up.
Wow. Woo, that's a lot. You hear me?
I want to hear her answer to why did Melody bring Kiki on the show?
She said there. She said that that part, but then she still held Melody. She didn't hold Melody accountable.
She didn't. She didn't even answer the question.
Oh, she didn't.
No, she said you might be right about that, but she didn't say. I asked her why did she think Melody brought Kiki on the show. She never answered.
Wow. I sure wish I could play this. I see Tasha K just showing another teaser. You heard, she's showing another teaser. Let me see if you tell me, could you hear this here?
Okay.
You can hear it?
Yeah, I can hear it.
People get it in who was on stage for television, like y'all knew
I can hear it.
we were both cheating. I didn't know she was cheating. I didn't know she was cheating. Just the only thing I did was I mean, that's heavy. And then she kissed you. Shut up. like, he came up, my mom was there, we just talk. I'm like, so why be over there talking with his son? And my first thing is, it's like, what? That was my other woman.
You heard that, huh?
Yeah, I heard it.
Corrected. Physically abusive. No. She's the abusive person.
Wow.
Oh my gosh, she's fighting him.
I cannot wait till tonight.
It's not perfect. I didn't expect her to be perfect. You're not perfect. I don't expect you to be perfect. There are 4 children between 2 of you. That's right. They have a sibling. That makes 5. And, could we possibly see on the upcoming season or a season to come peace between y'all? Maybe another couple? In terms of audiences, it's predominantly women and probably about 90% women who watch the show. You know what I'm saying? And all those women, everybody's gonna go through something. So all those women probably going through something with a boyfriend or with a husband. And you're that? I'm they ripping me apart to what them dudes did. You know what I'm saying? They're from why did they get married? Why did they get married? Like, can we please, this me, can we please forgive this?
Wow, I can't wait. What you thought? What you think about that, Lodge?
I cannot wait. I wanted to hear what his answer was when Tasha K asked him, do he think they'll have peace in the upcoming seasons? Did you hear what he said?
Well, he said, 99% of that, people that watch that show is all women.
Yeah, I heard
So
him say
in other words, he most likely probably saying, they are not going to side him because half of the women, just like we've been talking from day one, is trauma bond. They've been through something and they going to side with Melody. But they also showed a little small clip. I wish I can go ahead and share, but you can't mess with Tasha K stuff. You understand what I'm saying?
I know.
But also saw where Melody and Martell was in a garage and she was throwing things.
Yeah.
And he actually, so they cannot say this right here is Photoshop, because I was reading some of the comments where they saying, well, he's lying and photoshopping. He showed that was Melody throwing something at him.
Yeah, well, we just heard Light say that she can relate to Melody because she went through it just like you and I. And she's gonna always side with Melody. I don't care what Melody do. She's gonna always, all of them are, regardless of what she do to Marcia, they're gonna always side with her because they were hurt. I was hurt. You were hurt.
Yes.
But I'm not going to drag nobody for years and years and years because I was hurt. And, that's the type of person I am.
And the thing about it, he said, now this right here, this hurt right here. He said that, and I'm gonna have to play it back because I didn't get it real good, but not verbatim. But when Tasha K asked him a question about Ariane, he said Ariane was not no side chick. Now, didn't I talk about that? How many times I talked about? I say Ariane was not no side chick. See, like I say, you live and you learn. I've been through this. I only could tell you what I've been through.
He said she was my other woman or my woman.
She was my woman. So just like I said there and say, once someone been in a relationship for 2 whole years, they are not a side chick. They are not a mistress. They are a sister wife.
Yeah, that's the way he saw it.
And that's the way, what's her name? Shahrazad Ali. She says the same thing. But the thing about it, what Tasha K was saying, if Melody was in Ariane's house for 6 hours, what person gonna be in another woman? And I'm not gonna say, it's an exact word. I'm gonna say allegedly, because I didn't really soak in the story because I'm on my live, right? But tell me, what woman that going to stay 6 hours in another woman's house? What you got to talk about? And still stay with that man?
Not me. I'm telling
you. When I went in that other woman's house that was messing with my husband, I ran her out of her front door to the back door. Her grandmother said there and say, I knew that was a married man. I knew she was messing with a married man. And the grandmother was so nice, because she got a song out and, she's a gospel singing. And she said, Oh, I got to call my pastor. I said, oh no, don't call the pastor. You better call the police. Because I ran her out of her house. You see what I'm saying? I don't play. You call me Hurricane D. You hear me?
Well, all right. Well, you know what? I'm much older, and
Mm-hmm.
the way we were raised, you never get into it with the other female.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. No, that's true too. You're right. You're right.
You never get your issue is with the man.
Absolutely, but I got to get them too. I got to get them too. I'm gonna get both of them. But the thing about it is, I'm not gonna let these people take my power from me.
Right.
I can have that junk in the front yard, and might not even want that junk. But like I said, you gotta pass it up.
Yeah, she never
You
bothered.
gotta pass it up.
And she knew of me. She never bothered me, and I never bothered her.
Hmm.
It wasn't gonna happen. She never called my house. I never changed my phone number because I told him if my phone ring and I pick up my phone, because at that time it was house phones. If
Hmm.
somebody on the other end, you got to go. I'm gonna send you right to her. He didn't
Girl, I
want to
can't.
with that.
I can't wait till 7 o'clock. Oh, my God.
Yeah, me too.
Look, I might have to. We gon' I don't do no late lives, but we might have to come on late. You see what I'm saying?
I mean, I'm gonna be down. If you down, I will.
Girl, I already done sat there and put the thumbnail up.
Yeah. Okay, I'll be down. I
I
will.
already done put the thumbnail up. Once we watch this, I put it for 8 o'clock. But if Tasha K still on, I'm gonna go ahead and rechange the time, okay?
Okay,
Until we finish watching it, and then we're gonna come back on.
fine. That's great.
Oh Lord Jesus. Lord, take the wheel. Our people.
Yep.
Ooh, Lord Jesus. This is too look in my Ain't Nora. Who that was? Ain't Nora or Ain't Candace in my Ain't Bertha voice. This is too much. This is too much. I wish my podcast voice thing was working because I can't get it to work. I don't know what's going on, but this is too much. Lord, our people just do so much. But you see, the thing about it, Lodge, I blame Melody for all this stuff that is happening, and the reason why because she know that her marriage was toxic. She know that her marriage was a hot mess. She took her pain for gain. You don't do stuff like that. You don't do stuff like that. You took your pain for gain. And much is given, much is required. You don't play on the devil's playground because you're not going to like the way it turns out. You see what I'm saying? Look what my girl said. Too much. This is too much.
Too much.
Too much. Too much.
Yeah, I fought her because it's in the open. As far as I'm concerned, we should have never known nothing about their marriage, what happened. Ariana, we should have never known none of this mess. And I blame her for that.
For future people that's DMing Carlos King trying to get on the reality show, if your life is a wreck, is going through the same thing that Martell and Melody going through, don't put your life on display like that. Unless you're ready to handle what's going to come.
Yep, absolutely.
Oh my God, this is too much, God. Ooh, I need my prayer cloth and I need my holy water. Ooh, I need my prayer cloth and my holy water. Jesus, take the wheel.
Country girl say it's too much.
Oh my Jesus! And the thing about it, they got the right one. They got the right one, Tasha K. You see what I'm saying?
She gonna let them have it. They're gonna be mad, but she gonna let
Martell better not never go on no other YouTube channels that's especially the ones that's biased. You see, Tasha K ain't biased. Tasha K, she don't care. As long as you giving them viewers, she's all right. You see what I'm saying?
Well, Tasha K has made enough money, got enough subs. She don't have to side with Melody.
Thank you. Thank you. This business, Tasha K say this strictly business.
Right.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
I'm not
My God.
for none of her fans, including life, to understand or see both sides of this coin.
Country girl say, Jesus, take the car.
Girl,
Take the car, the truck, take it all, Jesus.
I'm expecting for her fans to only see one side of this coin, period.
I don't know how because you didn't see the clip. You didn't see the little small teaser that Tasha K went ahead and dropped.
No, I didn't.
Tasha K showed that was a video.
Uh-huh.
That was a video. Purple says she is making money off of AC by keeping this storyline going, and I don't blame AC for being angry.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. I'm very
Absolutely.
personal.
You know, I don't follow these bloggers. It's AC. That's a guy, right?
AC is Ariana Curry.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. She is
Yeah.
making money off it. Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Mm-mm-mm.
And don't want her on the show to make no money. That's wrong.
Yeah. How the heck you gonna sit there and you going to talk about this person? You don't have to mention that name. We know exactly who you're talking about.
It
And
continues season after season, but don't
yeah,
want a girl to come on and make no money. Yeah,
yeah. Tell me, make it make sense.
I'm with purple now. You know, I used to be
Whew.
against that idea, but now
Lord, this is too much.
she makes some money too. The story is all about her. The
Ooh,
show
I'm
is
so
all
weak,
about
Lord. Girl, I'm so weak. Girl, if I start preaching, just start fanning me. Start fanning me.
It's too much. It's too
Oh
much.
my Jesus. Oh my
Girl,
God. Girl, I am weak. Jesus, take the wheel. This is
I'm
too, but
telling you.
like I say, you never win when you play dirty.
Oh,
When you dig one ditch, you better dig another one because you might fall in.
absolutely.
And I told you guys, I am a true prophetess. I don't care what you guys say. When I speak it, you can bank on it, right? I bet you believe in it right now. Logical.
I'm a believer. I'm a
Let the
believer.
church say amen. Let the church say amen.
Man,
But I said it. I said it. This is the year of 2024. That means the eighth universal year. Everything that you used to get away with, God said you are not getting away with it no more.
yeah,
You're going to be exposed. He's going to bring you into open shame. Let the church say, Amen.
amen.
And Lord, forgive me from laughing, but I'm just laughing because I don't want to cry. This is too much. Our people just do so much.
Too much.
Oh my God. And you cannot sit there and you I want to know how they're going to spin it. How these millimeters going to spin this story tomorrow morning.
Well, they already saying that most likely the film is edited or fake. You know,
Is what?
fake.
Is fake?
That's what they're saying about whatever
Oh, this is
evidence he's going to bring out. It's all fake. It's not real. They
well,
don't
honey,
believe in that.
videos don't lie.
No, they don't. No, they don't.
But woman, God just showed me something right now. Melody came on with a fake storyline. But
Yep,
Ariane gonna come on with the truth. You see what I'm saying? Martell and Ariane gonna come with the truth. Their storyline is not gonna be fake. So if I was them, I would go back to the table and negotiate because this right here, this is good because you know our people, they would rather sit on a soapbox and watch all this drama than go outside and touch grass. Our people love stuff like this.
yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So Ariane and Martell got a story. So I wouldn't even go on that show. I wouldn't even sit there and come out my bed unless they pay me at least $1 million an episode.
I want the truth. I want the truth.
Well, you about to get the truth.
Whatever his truth is and her truth, that's what I need. Yeah. I'm guessing.
Let's talk. What you think? Look, Aries Love say, "Wow, I don't belong here." What you think about this little teaser that Tasha K? You saw it?
No, I haven't seen it because I had to come pick my grandbaby up.
Oh my God, you girl, you go watch it right fast. Go watch it right fast and come back.
And I'll come back. Okay, all right.
But look.
Huh.
Let's talk. When you start seeing the truth, you say you stand on your truth, right? Even though you love Melody. If you start seeing the truth and see what is real, you're gonna call it out as you see it, right? You're gonna call it out as you see it, right?
Yeah, I'll call it out.
All right. That's all I want to know. All right, love.
I'll be back.
Oh, Lord Jesus, this is too much, girl.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I don't know if I want to sit there and I need to do a Holy Ghost dance because the devil is being exposed. This stuff been going on for too long.
I know.
I mean, how long? 6 whole years.
Yep, 6 whole seasons. And season 7 is the year of revelation. I'm ready for all of it to be exposed.
And 7 mean what? It is finished.
Okay. I
So
am.
woman case, they coming on and it is finished. The truth is about to come to the light. Ain't nobody mad but the devil.
Oh, that's it. I
Oh
am
my
ready.
God. I need to pull out a sermon on this right here.
Yep, I'm ready for the whole truth and nothing but the truth.
And you cannot keep sitting there lying on God. They keep lying on God. God say this, God say that. But if God say this and God say that, then what happened? Revenge is mine, says the Lord.
Yep. What did Purple say? She
Purpose
said,
said, let me see what Purpose said. God, this is too much. Oh, Lord Jesus.
"Oh
Girl,
my goodness."
like I said, they say, honey, this is too much. She said, remember what Mel said at the end of the reunion, talking about she beats his. Oh, yep, yep, absolutely,
Yep, that's what we about.
absolutely.
Yep.
Look at my girl, look at my girl, country girl. She gonna have to come on, man. My girl been following us so long, but just being an audience, that's good enough. You see what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
But
Absolutely.
it's sad. It's sad. It's sad. It's sad. Logical when you try to tear down somebody else and you don't want to give nobody else any grace because you wants to shine. You wants to put yourself on a pedestal. Now I promise you, and I'm not gonna preach, but the same people that seen your butt going up there is the same ones gonna tear your tail off of that pedestal.
Absolutely. I was just amazed when Life said she didn't see where Melody was trying to destroy Tisha's marriage. I couldn't believe
Absolutely.
it.
I was shocked for that
I
one.
was shocked. But then when I asked her, so why did Melody bring Kiki? What was her reason for bringing Kiki on the show? She didn't
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
want to answer. She,
Yeah.
oh, you might be right about that, but she didn't say, oh, Melody brought Kiki on to bring dirt on Marcel.
Yes.
To try to hurt Tisha. She couldn't verbalize that.
Yes, but it's, and that's why, like I said, Melody, she can throw a rock and hide her hands,
And they gonna help.
and that's why you got to have some concrete evidence in
Yeah,
order to sit there and pull that rug from beneath her. You see what I'm saying?
absolutely. I mean, if you know, this will never be uh, complete until everybody uses a sense of discernment.
Ooh, I'm weak.
You know,
Oh my God, I am so weak.
it is. Regardless if you like somebody or not, you still got to be able to see the truth.
Absolutely,
You know,
absolutely.
there
Absolutely. But I've been calling this from day one because, and like I said, I don't gloat over no one's demise, but you
no,
never win when you play dirty. And when you dig one ditch, you better dig another one. You better make sure that that you be ready for what's gonna come after you because you might not be able to handle it.
it's all about being fair.
Being fair,
Like
that's it.
the scenario you applied with the two children. You know,
That's it.
if
Did
both
you see it?
life,
Let's
Yeah,
talk.
but yeah, I seen it.
But
But
I heard a
that
but.
he put that. Listen, he put that out. He put that out on the reunion, and Melanie told about he wouldn't let.
Where you got a feedback?
How,
Go ahead.
let me come back.
I can hear you now. Go ahead. You hear
Is that
feedback,
better?
Raj?
Is
Sound
that
like some
better?
background
I
noise.
get the feedback.
You hear feedback?
Yeah, I can hear it.
Yeah. Go ahead and drop and come back in. Now, Let's Talk said there and said it's a but I never saw this. I never saw this video right here of Martell showing Melody throwing some things in the garage.
No, I haven't seen that either. Well, we're gonna see it tonight.
But we talked about it. Melody sat there and she put out about that reunion because she know her stuff was coming out.
Right. We were wondering why would she
That
say
was a
that?
strategy. Yeah, that was a calculated move.
She knew it was coming out. She tried to get ahead of it.
Yep, that's it.
Say something like that. You know, that's why
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
ASS that time. Why would
And I also want you to ask, Let's Talk that question, what, you say she didn't really, answer you, is when it comes to Tisha. And
and
ask her that question again here.
yeah, question was about Kiki. Melody bringing Kiko.
Yeah, Kiki. Yeah.
Right. It was about Kiki.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I just want to hear once they see all this stuff that Martell is telling Tasha. I want to see how these millimeters and these overzealous fans. I want to see how they going to spin this story.
Yeah, me too. Which we know they're gonna spend it in her favor. That's why I say you think some of them will open up their eyes and see. I don't believe it, but I'm going to respect your opinion. But I don't believe none of them gonna see her for the person that she is.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't. I hope so.
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
I tell you.
Ooh, that's too much. We got 2 more hours.
Yeah, what time is it coming on?
Huh?
What time is Tasha K coming on?
Tasha K is coming on as well. My time is gonna be 6, right? Because 7 o'clock Eastern, right? Lodge, what happened? You dropped.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
They said 7 o'clock.
Yes. So if she's come on at 7 o'clock Eastern, it's gonna be 6 o'clock my time, right?
I'm not sure.
What are you? You Eastern or Central?
Central.
Okay, okay, okay,
Yeah.
okay. Well, we'll come on after she's done.
But you say Tasha is Central. Oh, it's Eastern Standard Time.
Yeah, she says 7 o'clock Eastern.
Uh,
Purpose said my thing is when Melody had mentioned she has to drop food off at his house. Look, that did no need to be mentioned. It just makes her look good. Answer
right.
that. What is that?
Can
Um,
y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Do y'all?
Uh,
Why am I hearing talking in the back?
you might have another mic open. Do you have your earbuds on?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, we can hear you real good this time.
it's clear.
Okay.
But Lodge, answer this question. What Purple said. My thing is when Mel mentioned she has to drop food off at his house. Look, that did no need to be mentioned. It's just make her look good.
Yeah.
What is that? What is that?
It was mean spirited to me. She
What
wanted
had happened?
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
But I keep hearing somebody on my end talking.
You good on our end?
Okay. Well, my thought.
Huh?
Okay. My thought is I already knew about the 3 years ago. And
It's
y'all
a
gonna say,
feedback. It's a
you
feedback
know what?
now.
Okay. Hey, are y'all gonna come on later? I want to come on tonight.
Yeah, we're gonna come on soon after Tasha K
Okay.
is done with the interview.
Okay. I'm gonna try to fix what I got going on,
Okay.
so I can join you guys.
All
um,
right, love. Talk to you
And thank
then.
you. I enjoyed talking to you, ladies.
enjoy.
Same here.
Okay. Yeah, about the food thing. Remember when they were in that restaurant? She was drinking tea. I guess she was trying to embarrass him when she made that statement about dropping off the food.
Okay.
I can think of it to make herself look like she got it going on. You know.
Oh, yes, yes, yes. But the sad thing about it is when Martell was getting arrested, she said she was worried about her kids. So quite obviously her kids wasn't even in the home with her.
Right. I don't know where she was. I thought she was out of town on a
Her
plane.
kids was with Martell, right?
Right. They were with him.
Wow, wow, wow. Once those children get up in age, man, this stuff gonna bite them in the butt. But look, we got 2 more minutes, and after that, we're gonna close it up and rest so we can get ready for the show here. I didn't think that we was gonna go ahead and stay on 2 hours. I thought, at least an hour. But girl, like I said, this is too much. This is a
Yeah,
lot.
it's too much.
I gotta get that down.
Too much.
Too much. I got to get that down. Oh my god! But like I said, Tasha K, she the goat of YouTube, whether we like her or not.
Yeah.
She walks on unknown territories, scorpions and whatever. She ain't scared to go.
She is. She is the GOAT so
She's
far.
a fierce. She's very fierce.
I used to think Funky Dineva was the GOAT, but now I got to
I
give.
think both of them, but Tasha K got them all beat.
Yeah, Tasha K does more interviews. No, Funky don't really do interviews. Yeah,
Hmm.
Tasha K got him. She is the GOAT.
Yes, Tasha K is the goat. I got to give it to her
Yeah, she is.
because she don't mind risking, and she's still going strong. I thought that once Cardi B will put that 4 million judgment on it, it was going to set her back, but it's like it made her more stronger than ever.
Yeah, she's a hustler. Yeah,
Thank you. Oh, look, we got a subscriber. Thank you very much. Purpose said I just subscribed. Glad I found your channel. Let me go get ready for tonight. Absolutely, absolutely. Thank you very much. Thank you because like I said, it's hard when you go against the grain, but somebody got to tell it right.
absolutely. It might as well be you. Somebody got to tell it, you know.
Oh my God! And I thank you so much, Logical Speak, because I promise you, I couldn't have done it without you,
You know,
girl. I just thank you so much.
I enjoy supporting you, and you know, it makes me feel good to support you,
Yes,
your endeavors, because I know
yes.
it's in the right place. You know,
Absolutely, girl. And like I say, it's not easy, but I thank God for you guys. Country girl Queenie say thanks, Purple. Yes, I thank you all, guys. Thank you for coming on and support my channel, whether you agree to disagree. At the end of the day, to us, it's a reality show. You put it out, you're a free game, right?
absolutely.
No one is exempt. That's how I look at it.
What I really like about you, Lady D, even the people that differ, they have a different opinion. You still give them the right to express their thoughts.
Absolutely.
Don't, talk mean to them and tell them that they're on the wrong channel. You go ahead and give them the opportunity to speak their mind, and that's an honest person.
Thank you very much.
Anybody that tries to shut you down from speaking your truth is not an honest person to me.
Yes.
That's one thing I definitely like about you.
Thank you very, very much. Thank you very, very much. It's not easy, but like I said there and say, I do it because I enjoy what I'm doing, whether I get clicks, likes, or get paid. It is what it is,
Right. You give
right?
them the opportunity to speak their mind.
Yes. So we're gonna go ahead and rest, okay? Because we done did that 2 hour, girl.
Yeah.
But we're gonna go ahead and rest, and I'm going to see you after Tasha K, okay?
Okay. See you tonight.
All right. Be blessed here.
You too, dear. Bye bye.
All right. Okay, girls. Thank you guys for coming in, supporting my channel, Real Talk with your girl. Lady D, unapologetic and non-biased. We're gonna come on again tonight after Tasha K interview with Martell. So make sure you go over to Tasha K's channel and also support her on her live, her network, and pay the $12 or however she asks for. I know I'm going to pay it. Is to me, we've been talking about all this stuff that's going on. So it's time, like I said, it's time to sit there and you know put it to rest. So now we're going to hear Martell's side of the story, and like I said, it is what it is. You air it out, you are free game. So we're going to go ahead and talk about that tonight. So guys, again, thank you for supporting my channel. Like I said, it is what it is, and you all have a good night, and see you tonight round about maybe about 8 or 9 o'clock. All right, see you, country girl. Thank you very much. Thank you.